All right, hello. My name is Kenny Mulder, and I'll be doing just a short presentation here about police brutality, how to minimize it, what should be good for police agencies as they go into trying to minimize police brutality as much as they can, or what to do if a situation like that occurs. And as you can see here, I do have my paper pulled up on screen. It is a 5-page paper, including the references, APA format, all that good stuff. So what I'm going to kind of summarize is my 3 points, and each of the 3 points a little bit more in depth, and just talk a little bit more about it. The 3 points are going to be in my thesis statement, which is right about here. In order for agencies to address claims of excessive use of force, they must release as much legal, audio, video as possible. Um, and talking about the event of the excessive force, also allow for the public questions to be answered and allow for its officers to engage in positive community relations. So, talking about this first one here, audio and video evidence, um, what I mean by that is talking about um, dash cams, body cams, surveillance videos, radio traffic, all that stuff that is crucial in appeasing the public's view of this excessive force. A lot of times, once a video is released, they can see that, oh, yes, the suspect actually did have a gun, or maybe the officer was actually in violation of the use of force continuum. But if that were the case, that needs to be sought out in court and needs to be taken care of in court, not on the streets and having violence erupt in the streets. Because that can obviously become a very, very detrimental thing to the society if you have just rioting and looting and everything taking place in a public street. As for the next point here, the second most important, I think I listed these in orders of importance. Second most important, I think, is going to be questions to be answered. If a video surfaces of a officer using excessive force and there is public outcry and stuff just kind of needs to be taken care of and questions need to be answered, that can be answered right here. Allow for a press conference to be set up. Instead of just having the public sitting there speculating on what exactly happened or what's going on, you can just fix the entire problem by having a Q&A session. You could have multiple trusted police officers, maybe higher rankings like sergeants, lieutenants, and captains, allowing for questions to be taking place, whether it's at a press conference or whether you go downtown and use a library to allow the public to come in and ask questions. This would be a really good opportunity to have that available for the public. And the third one that I have here is the police actually engaging in community relations. And I actually do think that this is very, very important as well. The reason why is being the fact that instead of sitting behind a police car just driving around town, it's much more important to be able to kind of go out and engage one-on-one with the community. I think it would be so much more beneficial for the community if we were to incorporate some kind of community policing program, whether it's bike patrol or just kind of popping your head into coffee shops and just talking with people. Anything from just asking how their day's going to what their view of police are, and how they can fix that. Um, all of those are different situations that are available to really bring out the good, positive community relations between public and the police. Um, and then I finished it up here with the conclusion, just kind of talking about how the fact that police excessive force really isn't a big thing in the United States. If you look at the statistics, it's not something that is going to continue to be a problem because police are just so scared that they're going to be scrutinized for excessive force. Um, but what's important, though, is not really the fact that police use of force is being excessive. What's not important is that it's actually happening, but what it is important is the fact that police are being scrutinized by the public and that the public really, really doesn't like the police at times. It's more so important that police need to be viewed in a positive light rather than a negative one. So whether they're using their force excessively or not, that really doesn't matter. We just need to kind of worry about what police are going to do to improve their relationship with the public. So, and I have my three references down here just to kind of finish up. Here's the one from the York Tech Library. I did cite the cops talking about I believe it was the questions to be answered. Yeah. Talked about the actual use of force continuum. And then my final one is from the library, again, with Mr. Zimmer here. So thank you so much for watching the video. Hope I was able to explain the paper a little bit more in depth from my own perspective. And hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.